Hey guys, so this is one of our little summer talky things. Don't really know what we're calling them, but this is just a little one about faith. And I want to talk to you about faith because faith is one of those things that we mention quite often in Christian life and in our lives, but faith is just trust. Jesus talks about faith in Matthew 17, and he says, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. And what he says is you can say to this mountain, move, and it will move. I want you to think, how long is it going to take to move a mountain by human effort? The other day, I had to dig out some roots of this plant in a garden, like this tree. It took me hours, and there were blisters on my hands, and I was beating it with tools and such like, and it took me ages. How long is it going to take you to move Codden Hill by human effort? And that's not even a mountain really, it's just a big hill. And what this verse tells me, when Jesus talks about if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, move, and it will. What it tells me is this. It's not about how much faith you have. Because he's saying faith as small as a mustard seed. Not as big, but as small as a mustard seed. You can say to a mountain, move, and it will. So it's not about how much faith you have. It's about realization of who you have that faith in. And we're dealing in mountains today. That's the currency we're dealing in. So let me give you some verses about how great our God is to do with mountains. Nahum chapter 1, verse 5. You're like, Nahum's a book in the Bible? Yes, it is. It says, and I paraphrase it, but God can shake the mountains with a whisper. That's also a great Lifehouse song. Check it out, everyone. Psalm 97, that mountains melt like wax before the Lord. Psalm 104, that God looks at the earth and it trembles. He touches mountains and they smoke. Remember that teacher at school that you should be able to give you a look? Or maybe you still got that teacher at school, just gives you a look and inside you go, kind of thing. That really strict one or that scary one. Like, God just touches the mountains, they smoke. He looks at the earth and it trembles. When you think about these things, and even in this currency of mountains, you're like, oh my goodness, do I realize how powerful and great God is? Like, really? And when I realize who I have my faith in, even my small amount of faith, it changes my faith. Because the more I discover of God, the more my faith grows. Jesus says, Matthew 21, verse 21, if you have faith and do not doubt, you can say to the mountain, go and throw yourself into the sea, and it will be done. Jesus is not saying this is a new way to landscape gardens. What he's saying is there is so much power in faith in God when we don't doubt. Man says, show me, and I'll trust God. God says, trust me, and I'll show you. Guys, every time you're tempted to doubt, I want to encourage you. Remember who God is. Remember what he has done. Remember a power verse of when he heals someone. One of those maybe we read earlier about mountains. Who God says he is. The names that people give to God. And when we do that, it helps turn our doubt to faith by remembering truth. Don't tell God how big your mountains are. Tell the mountains how big your God is. Guys, pray big. Believe big. He can shake the mountains with a whisper. Have an amazing day. God bless.